Oh, good morning. Look how rosy my cheeks are. Today was the day of reckoning.
Reckoning?
Reckoning.
What does that mean?
Today I decided to address my physical being. Emotional, spiritual, I think I work at that a lot. And today, and you joined me, so you know all about it. We went for a walk, and I woke up to snow, sleet, and rain, and yet we did it anyway. Did a half-hour walk. My legs are jello-y right now. My cheeks are rosy. My feet are on fire.
Really? Oh.
I know, you're in such much better shape. Anyway.
We just all have different gifts. Walking.
Yeah. The COVID 20 is over, and so no more sugar. Not that
You make such absolute statements.
I don't
just
like
so you
the
know,
sugar.
These are your decisions.
I know. And you said that you would join me at some level of fitness.
Yeah, like 3 days
physical
a week
fitness,
or something.
a little walking tours in our backyard. And we have a machine bike downstairs.
So I said I would join you 3 days a week.
Yeah. You said 5.
No, I said.
You said 5, but I'll probably.
No, I said if you really want to hit 3 days a week, you should probably aim for 5, and that way you probably make 3.
I should probably aim for 10 and then hit
days
3.
a week.
Yeah, and then hit 3.
There's only 7 days a week.
What week have you been sitting in? Our background looks really dark.
All right. Well, good for you.
Good for me. I want to get on track. I want to get.
Does this include like maybe like a visit to the doctor? Of like, hey doc, want to give me a physical? When's the last time you had a physical?
Recently.
No.
And I got a tetanus shot at the same time.
Oh, you did have a physical recently.
And I hate needles, so I told the doctor that I had.
Tetanus shot.
What's the tetanus shot timeline? 10 years?
I have no idea.
7 years?
Yeah.
You got to get it every 7 or 10. And so I told the doctor, I believe I got it 7 years ago. And she was looking at my paper and she started laughing. And she goes, 6 years ago when I asked you this question, you said the exact same thing. So how about we give you a tetanus shot? And
she's a smart cookie.
I'm like, I'm 40 some odd years old.
And
I'm
lying.
acting like,
and you're lying
like
to your
just
doctor.
give me the shot. And then I got the needle and it didn't even hurt. I was like, man. So I feel like my fear of needles.
It's gone?
Yeah. I've been
so proud
released and delivered of needles. Do you guys like needles? Do you look forward to needles? I have a son and a wife that have no problem with needles. Like you'll actually look at the needle. Ugh. Jordan hated it. He doesn't care about needles at all.
Every 2 weeks.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, you get self-administering needles. All right, so let's get our spiritual fitness on. We do a couples devotional. Well, this isn't a couples devotional, but we've turned it into a couples devotional. All right.
This is I'm showing the book.
I know you.
This is a codependency meditation that we reflect on, and you reflect from an addict perspective.
And we try not to argue about it.
October 26th.
Clarity. I feel like this reading for today is a good reading for clarity of physical.
Do you ever feel that there's like codependent traits or characteristics that an addict doesn't relate to?
Yes. There are some.
Okay.
We might relate to it all, but I just don't remember them because I was drinking.
No. I'm just saying, like, because sometimes I read things in here, or we read things in here that I feel like you disagree with, and sometimes I wonder, like, is there like a codependent perspective that maybe you don't understand or you don't?
I would say some of the things that I would challenge or that I find challenging are some of the concepts.
Yeah.
But it's not about. I think addiction's addiction, and the way we look at it through the 12 steps as the disease model. Then I'm very agreeable with that.
I'm more talking about the perspective that, like, in codependency, people, like, focus all their energy. Anyway, no, we don't have to talk about it. Let's just read. It's not clear in my mind for me to be able to articulate.
Oh, but the reading is on clarity.
I know, right? That's why I said that. Clarity. I know better than to not trust God, but sometimes I forget that. When we are in the midst of an experience, it is easy to forget that there is a plan, capital P. Sometimes all we can see is today. If we were to watch only 2 minutes of the middle of a television program, it would make little sense. It would be a disconnected event. If we were to watch a weaver sewing a tapestry for only a few minutes and focused only on a small piece of work, it would not look beautiful. It would look like a few peculiar threads randomly placed. How often we use that same limited perspective to look at our life, especially when we are going through a difficult time. We can learn to have perspective when we are going through those confusing, difficult learning times, when we are being pelleted by events that make us feel, think, and question. We are in the midst of learning something important. We can trust that something valuable is being worked out in us, even when things are difficult, even when we cannot get our bearings. Insight and clarity do not come until we have mastered our lesson. Faith is like a muscle. It must be exercised to grow strong. Repeated experiences of having to trust what we cannot see and repeated experiences of learning to trust that things will work out are what makes our faith muscles grow strong. Today I will trust that the events in my life are not random. My experiences are not a mistake. The universe, my higher power, and life are not picking on me. I'm going through what I need to go through and to learn something valuable, something that will prepare me for the joy and love I am seeking. I did one pager.
Awesome picture. Awesome picture of walking in on a tapestry,
a weaver,
building a blanket or something.
Yeah.
Or the other picture
weaving
was
a tapestry.
What was the other picture?
TV
a
show.
TV show. Yeah, coming in and you'll be watching a TV show in your 5th season, and I'm trying to come in. Who's that lady? How does that apply?
I have little patience for that.
I know you. That's your penance for going ahead
watching
to
a show without you.
TV.
That is a major pet peeve. If I watch a show without you,
Is it?
You don't even like shows.
No. But
you
I think that's a great picture of our recovery, of God, of other people's recovery.
Yeah.
Is that we don't know very much of any of the picture, and so I just have to worry about what's in front of me. I just have to worry about what God's bringing to me for my healing and my restoration.
It was kind of a fun thing to look back at a certain point and see like, oh, this happened and then that happened, and like, oh my goodness, like if this hadn't happened, we wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. And wow, as if like, I feel like somebody was giving us wisdom before we were even ready to accept it.
Sure.
And somebody was looking out for us. I feel like God was looking out for us when we could not take care of ourselves whatsoever.
For sure. And then looking back, going like, God is a good dad who has good for us. Mm-hmm. And like at the beginning of our journey, having tons of money or having any money wasn't probably in our best interest, and working for minimum wage was, and like all those things where you're like, man, this is so hard, like all the struggle, but looking back, it was for our own benefit and for our own good and for our own faith journey.
So as I look back and I can see like, oh, I think that does bring clarity, and that looking back on those experiences enables me to build my trust of, okay, God will give me what I need in the future. And so I actually don't need to be fearful about this. I can pause and reflect. I can take a few breaths. I can rest. Because the thing that happens with me, probably not anybody else, probably just me, is when I'm stressed and anxious, I don't make really good decisions.
We can make them out of fear. Like even big things like a career or like a job or job offers. If I find like looking back and reflecting on this faith journey makes the other decisions, it makes being led by God a lot easier, a lot smoother. And I don't have to fight and argue and then pay the price for making a decision that I made out of my insecurity and fear.
So that's been like for a few weeks now, that's been sort of a, I don't know, would you say motto or a process or something that I've been trying to apply to my life, of pause and reflect. And so just like in moments where I can feel like everything kind of like my anxiety or my adrenaline like spike inside of me and I'm going to react, I try to breathe, pause and reflect, just pause and reflect.
And don't roll your eyes.
I just do it inside and try not to roll your eyes. And it's been really helpful for me, I think. Maybe the people that live with me don't
sorry, I concur. I agree. Congratulations. Sorry, I missed that opportunity to slap your back. Good job.
It's okay. I don't need your approval.
I think the clarity is down the road, and we don't need to know everything in the plan. And it's just trust God. His burden isn't heavy, but the struggle is for our own good. And so, yeah, we don't see the whole picture. We hardly see very little picture, and we don't need to.
Do you know what day it is today?
Oh, it's Funday Monday. Oh, my goodness.
And if you are joining us live, hello. Grab your thing. I'm just filling time. We use a camera that syncs us live with YouTube and Facebook at the same time, so we actually can't see your comments in real time.
But the
which
YouTube
is a
link
really
isn't
sad
even
thing
working
for me.
right
So
now.
if the YouTube link isn't working, I don't know why we're even doing this. Oh, because the camera's better.
These are all the people that engaged in the post throughout the week, and if you want
No.
your
That's not
name,
a true statement. These are all the people who have
who's
engaged.
been engaging over the course of morning devos. Anyway, so if you want to engage in a post and
For
get
sure,
a
comment.
prize to win a shirt or a 6-pack
Yeah.
of kombucha, depending on if you live in Ottawa, I can give you a 6-pack of kombucha. Anyway,
100%.
we just want to reward you for hanging out with us.
If you've ever commented, your name is in this bowl.
We like to give away stuff. All right, you pick. No drum roll. Silence.
So we have Derrick Godin. Derrick Godin, you are our Funday Monday winner. You can go to the link that's going to be posted after this. We're going to post a link to the shop, and you can pick a t-shirt, a hat. We'll ship it to you direct.
Yeah, just comment in the private message and send me what you want, and then I will get that out to you.
And we'll ship it to you.
All right. Have a great start to the week. Funday Monday. See you guys later.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Hockey
Goodbye.
sticks and
Again,
hands.
hockey